Because I don't care if it's a Republican or a Democrat, I could care less. I could care less. If you ignore us, next election, we'll make sure that you're ignored. Because we're not going to put up with it. We're not going to put up with these 3 C's and you forgetting about we're over here. They all come around when they want the vote. They all come around when the Canfield Fair's here. They all come around for all that type of stuff. But when we need the help, they don't want to come around. Well, that's over. I hate to go back to that Kinsman thing. That really gives me a lot of hope because I was so worried they were going to drag their feet on that. And I mean, they have 70-some families just trapped. And those people could lose their jobs because we literally couldn't get them out. So I think we have changed. I really do.
It's a slow process.
Yeah.
It is.
I have a question. Maybe it doesn't pertain to this, but my son's in-laws live down in East Liverpool, Calcutta down there. They want to know if you ask your father to build a store down there, so they don't have to drive from down there and come to South Avenue, and then the lines are going down the aisles, and they get disgusted. They want your father to build a store right on Route 7.
Our golden rule is you got to have a family member. So I have a son that's about to graduate from college. So it's so funny we're even talking about this. So my good friend, stepping out of the senator box, his wife's a good customer of ours, and he's constantly like, Howland, Cortland, Champion needs an area, and then I hear Wellsville, East Liverpool. So I have 2 kids. So the goal is to have my daughter go down to the south and open up a store, and my son to go up north and open up a store. So hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years we'll have that.
My son comes from Myrtle Beach, stays with me. Do you know he went to your store and filled 3 totes filled with stuff because down in there, they don't even know what a gote is.
Oh,
They tell you, cottage cheese.
I'm going to make a TV commercial with you. You're amazing.
Cottage cheese. I asked my friend that. They said, oh, you mean, what is that? Colorado or something. I said, how do you make wedding soup with that?
They don't know what wedding soup
They don't
is.
know what
They don't know
wedding-
what pasta fazola is. They don't know what pierogies are. They don't know chicken paprikash. They don't know anything.
Well, he said to tell you that.
Thank you. I love that. Oh. Anything else, guys?
How do you guys deal with Nancy Pelosi?
We don't.
We're Ohio Senate, and she's in the federal system, so we don't have to deal with those.
Thank God we don't
Why
have to
don't
deal
you
with
go home and clean your house instead?
Yeah, we don't have to deal with her. So.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, listen, you guys are amazing, and our offices are always available for you. You can look it up online. You can call information. They know how to get a hold of us.
Yeah.
So if there's issues, and in a way, in my opinion, is you are the absolute best spokesperson for our area because you've lived here your whole life, most of you, and you get it. This is the best place on earth for so many different reasons. Here, you want to be hopeful? Last Saturday, I'm ringing out this guy, and he has all this Philadelphia Eagles stuff on, okay? And it was that warm day. I think, remember last weekend it got real warm? So he takes off his jacket, and he has a Philadelphia Eagle underneath it. So the woman behind, I see she has a little Mayfield on for the Browns. And she's looking at him, and she's giving him the stink eye. And I'm just like, well, wait, it's Eagles and Browns and stuff. And she goes, why are you wearing all that Eagles stuff? He goes, because I'm from Philadelphia. And I go, and I'm ringing him out. I'm like, you're from Philadelphia? I said, well, what are you doing here? Are you visiting? And listen to this. He said, I worked for the Philadelphia Street Department for 32 years, and my wife was a Philadelphia teacher at the public schools. And when we retired, we had a little nest egg, and we realized if we stayed in Philadelphia, we would only have enough money to last about 10 or 12 years. So my wife started looking online. Top 5 places to move to in retirement right here. She says, we moved the border, bought an $80,000 Cape Cod that would have cost $500,000 in Philadelphia. Found Rulli Brothers. And he said that we love it here. He said the people are great. We've been here for 3.5 years. Who would think that a couple that spent their whole life in Philadelphia would relocate here for retirement? There are so many different ways we could look at all the problems that we face if we just get outside the box and quit being jerks about it. Just work together.
Michael, anything you need, anything you look for, you could find in our area.
That's right.
Anything that you want. They have the best of everything in this area here. You want a shoemaker. My son wears Allen Edmonds shoes because he's got the kind of feet. And he goes up to Port Washington, Wisconsin, because I'm from Milwaukee. And he buys the shoes on sale for $100. He's got John on Market Street. That when he needs to have them fixed, he takes them over there and he can't believe at how cheap it is.
And they look brand new. I do the same
And they
thing.
look brand new.
Yeah.
Anything you need, anything you want, you could find here.
Absolutely.
We are the best of everything and everybody does the job on us. Why, I don't know.
We're changing that.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, we're-
Me, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I got a son in West Virginia. I got a son up in Michigan. My daughter lives across the street from the Pentagon,
Wow.
okay? And where am I? At 86 years old.
You're right where you belong.
In downtown Youngstown.
Yes.
And I don't wanna leave.
Well, I don't want you to leave. I love you here.
This is a wonderful place. People here are fantastic.
And we're changing the culture a little bit. Sean and I, I think I'm scheduled to do 3 commencement speeches this spring. So I did a couple last one too. So in there, my whole goal is when you have a relative, a cousin, a nephew, a niece, a grandchild, do not celebrate them getting a job somewhere else. My whole life, you graduate from my school, did you hear? They got a job in New York City. Oh, good for them, they're getting out. That's horrible.
Yes.
Let's give you a job to stay here. Let's get a house in Austintown or in Boardman or Niles or wherever, and let's get the golden retriever and get a husband or a wife, and let's get the 2 cars and let's enjoy the American dream at quite an affordable resource. We have more pizza parlors than anyone else in the entire world.
Family is the most important thing. And the thing is that at the time that my children were getting jobs, if some old men and women would have retired like they were supposed to, 2 of their sons would not have left. But those guys at 85 years old had to continue making money. Why, I don't know. My sons lost out on the jobs.
But we're going to make sure that don't happen anymore. We want to try to change that.
I hope.
Thank you.
We have a paradise here, and people don't realize that.
We do.
Right.
I've got an idea that I want to pass on to some people that are thinking of different ideas. I've got a couple of patents together, and we want to go ahead and develop everything as far as Youngstown is concerned. And one thing I've always wanted to mention to somebody, and I've never done it before, because I've had one of these at home, and I think it can be good for Youngstown. When I was raising the kids, we had 4 girls and 3 boys, and I had to keep them busy and occupied and involved. And I made them a zip line, about 75 feet long. And they still remember the zip line that I had over there. And I've had people come up to me that are adults right now. I'm 90 years old already, and I have people that are 36 years old coming up to me. I still remember coming over
On the
your
zip
house
line.
as a little kid and riding on your zip line.
That's
Now,
incredible.
I would just love to see a zip line coming through Mill Creek Park, coming on down across the Mahoney River, and coming down to the Cavelli Center and landing over here. There's people who will pay.
Do you know how ahead of the curve you are? That's the popular thing they do now. You were doing it way back before they even thought of it.
They will go ahead, and people come from all over the country to places where they've got zip lines, and they'll pay $50 and $60 for one ride.
Well, you know, we're cleaning up the Mahoney River, so you never know.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
That would be
If you could
wonderful.
Get somebody from California coming over here to ride on the zip line in Youngstown,
I like that.
and come down to the Cavelli Center,
love
come down to Mill Creek Park, and there's companies will build everything. All they have to be is notified. And I don't know any company other
Let
than
me
me.
ask you a question. Your whole life, you've never been bored, huh?
Absolutely not.
Thank you, guys. You guys are beautiful. God bless you.